He was kindly dubbed Charlie Chaplin's favourite British clown. As ever, who are we talking about? Hi, good morning, Neil. Sean here in the very heart of London. Nice to see you today. This particular gentleman I am thrilled to call a friend. Sadly, we no longer have him with us, but he remains, basically eternally youthful, all thanks to a collection of wonderful films that he made from 1953 right through to 1966 for the Rank Film Organisation. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm always fascinated by movie memorabilia. When you think about memorabilia itself, you do come away and think, right, who owns that now? Where was that from? And basically it's just sort of nosiness, isn't it? We all know what happened, for instance, to Marilyn Monroe's very famous white dress from the 50s movie The 7-Year Itch. And recently, of course, we saw Kim Kardashian wearing Marilyn Monroe's very famous 1962 gown, of which she sang the very breathy happy birthday to the President Kennedy at that time. Incredible. But now, if you are a fan of British comedy, you'll be thrilled to know this, because Sir Norman Wisdom, who we lost quite a few years ago now, became a very good friend to me and my family. And he was a wonderful man, really funny, kind, warm, exactly what you'd expect him to be. A superstar over here, and enjoyed major success, including a very successful run on Broadway in Walking Happy. But now, as I say, it's a strange thing. A lot of his costumes, memorabilia, have just gone up for auction and sold for quite a considerable amount, all in the name of charity, which I'm sure he'd be thrilled about. Norman had a very hard life, he told me many times. And, he was one of those people that truly dragged himself up through sheer talent. One of the items for sale is this, the famous Gump suit that he wore in so many films, starring as Norman Pitkin. It was made for him in 1956 by W.G. Snape in Wolverhampton. And, it's really iconic. He could put that on and instantly you knew exactly who was going to entertain you. As I said, there are many other things, the dressing gowns, scripts, that sort of stuff. It's incredible, isn't it? Because we often wonder, what does happen to those things, Now, as I say, I became very friendly with Norman throughout the latter part of his life. He was a wonderful, wonderful, kind man. As I say, not just to me, but to my family too. And he gave me this thrilling honour, because when I was touring around in a variety show called Variety Express, he allowed me every night to sing his famous song, Don't Laugh at Me Because I'm a Fool. It's a very moving piece. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, but Norman told me that when he wrote the song, he had to disguise it under another name, present it to the film bosses, because they didn't believe that he'd written it. So in order to get it in, he faked it to make it, as it were. Very clever man, And as I say, it became his signature theme tune. Incredible when you think about it. So, do look out, because apparently there's going to be more from the estate of the late and brilliant Sir Norman Wisdom. And you truly are buying a piece of British comedy history. As ever, let me know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. And if you have time, check Norman out on YouTube. If you want to laugh in these very dark days, Norman can provide it. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.